So today we're going to be looking at a 2011 Ford Explorer. It's got the ABS light on, as you can see. And then we're going to graph out the wheel speed sensors. I got them right there, as you can see. We're going about 30 miles an hour. We can see that the right rear is basically not doing anything. Oh, there you go. Started doing something. But you can see those dropouts that we have. It reads sometimes and then sometimes it quits. So we got a problem with the right rear wheel speed sensor. As we can see, the other ones go up and down with speed. We're gonna come to a stop and see if we see any dropouts on the other ones. Which pretty much the other ones look pretty normal. Yeah, and as we can see, the right rear has got some pretty good dropouts compared to the other ones. So we have a problem with the right rear, and we're gonna look into it. So I took the right rear side apart. I didn't see nothing wrong with the sensor. Reluctor wheel looks a little scuff in there, but I am seeing some spikes on the scan tool right here sometimes. So what I'm gonna do is put this new sensor in it and make sure I don't have those spikes. But we also need a hub, so we're probably going to be replacing this whole knuckle assembly. Okay, so basically with the sensor unplugged and I plugged the new sensor in, I'm not getting any spikes anymore. Everything looks good. So this hub right here is making a little bit of noise and it's got some scuffing on the back. So we're going to end up replacing the whole knuckle with a new sensor too. We're actually going to do both sides. And basically what happened here, let me take that sensor off. I'm pretty sure it's stuck in there. So the sensor's right here. Let's get it out of here. It looked like it was broken from the back. And I bet it is going to be broken up here, and that's probably why it was getting those spikes. So yeah, it is broken right there. And it's probably stuck in the hole. Yep. And I can show you guys on this one how it looks like. You basically have your knuckle over here. This is the reluctor wheel right there. Let me get the light over here. So that basically right there, that's the reluctor wheel. And that's what your sensor's reading. Basically that right there. As this thing spins, it's reading that right there. And your sensor, which is right here, goes in here. Goes right in there. Let me turn the light off, it might be better. So sensor slides in here, comes out through there, and we might need some light for that. And the sensor's right there, and it reads off the reluctor wheel right there, and that's how you get your wheel speed. So we're going to be replacing this whole steering knuckle and doing the driver's side too. Okay, so we're going to start by replacing, taking this caliper off. You're going to need a 15. Break it loose. And I'll probably break the bottom one loose too. And then let's get it all the way out. Still pretty tight. Gotta keep going with the ratchet. There you go. Got one out. Make sure you put it to the side, don't lose it. Okay, we got the other one out. Let's get the caliper off. And we're gonna put it to the side. It's not hanging by the hose, but this is holding it kind of in place. So I'll leave it there for now, but I'm probably gonna get it out of the way of there. That way I can get to the bolts back here. So now let's get the rotor off. I'm just gonna grab my hammer. There you go. Hit it right there. Let's put it to the side. And I'm gonna break the nut right here loose for the axle. The axle nut. It's 32. There you go. So now, what I'm doing now, I'm holding the lower control arm with my jack. That way when we take the bolts off and everything, the spring's not just gonna fly out and hit us. So make sure you're holding the rear lower control arm. And then from there, we're just gonna start taking bolts off. Let me see. This is, I believe it's a 24. Yeah, 24. Let's use the impact just to go a little faster. And then we're gonna hold it on the other side, and that's 21, I believe. Yep. So there's one. You might have to spin it a little bit to get it out and then pull out. There you go. And I'm just gonna keep them in order. So this one right there. And make sure you remember the location of the bolt, how it was facing. It was facing this way. So I'm gonna keep it this way. And now we're gonna go for this one. Right there. I just gotta see what size it is. I believe that looks like a 18. Yep. Okay. The other side might be different. Can't really tell. This bracket's on the way. I think it's a 21. Yeah, let's try and break that loose. Gotta find my 18. Found it. See if this little guy can get it. There you go. I got the nut down here. And then it got stuck right there, so let's get it out. And then it goes like this. I'm just gonna keep it like this. This bracket is kind of in the way. You can remove it. I'm just gonna leave it in for now, since I don't have to mess with it. Mine is missing the shield right here, and it's really sharp, so be careful with that. Now I might be able to put just my caliper here. Yeah, that should hold it in place. Then we're gonna get the swivel link out of here. I believe that's a 17. Swivel link is right here. There you go. I did pre-soak everything. That's why everything's coming nice and easy, hopefully. I'm gonna hit this a little bit. I might have to hit a little more. There you go, just tap it out. And then we have another bolt over here for the shock. I believe that might be an 18. Yep, 18. Let me swap my socket. See if this will break loose. Nope. So gonna break it loose by hand. Yeah, this one's pretty tight. There you go. Let me see if that impact will take it off now. No, not really. Let me get a socket for the big one. Okay, I forgot I didn't bring a 1/2" 18 with me, so I broke it loose by hand more. So this one should get it now. Make sure you keep all your bolts in order. Okay, shock's out of there. This is out of here. And then we got 2 more. So we got a bolt down here, right here. That should be might be a 21. Yep. So we're gonna split this knot out of here. And then we are gonna have to hold the other side, which is an 18. Yep. So 18 on the back side. And 21 on the front. And then a little hammering should bring it out. Yep, there it is. Right here. Just gonna leave it there. That way I don't forget about it or mess it up with the other ones. And now the main one that's holding it in place is gonna be the lower knuckle bolt. And since we're replacing the wheel speed sensor, I'm just gonna cut it off right here. It's a lot easier. Let me grab some, hopefully this can get it. Nope, gonna have to get a, oh there you go. Okay, we don't need it anymore, we got a new one down there. That's easier than fishing it out. I'll do that later. From here, we're gonna take this bolt out of here on the bottom, and then we're gonna have to hold the other side. The other side is gonna be in, I think it might be welded into the control arm. Let's see. There you go. Oh, there you go. It's held on in there. So now we're gonna get the last bolt out, and be careful, it might fall on you. So just hold it. And then let's put that in there. And now from here, just push your axle back. And then take it out. If you got a pry bar, you might be able to just pry it right out. And there you go. And the reason for replacing it, right here, sensor stuck in there, and our reluctor wheel is damaged back here. So we're replacing the whole thing. Let me go grab the new parts.